What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel in another video. Today I am doing something pretty ambitious. I'm going to try to combine 3 different fluid art techniques and achieve, hopefully it's going to be a really awesome result. Let me catch you up on what's going on here. So I'm going to use my Michelangelo's David stencil, and I painted the outline of it, and I put Cry-Cut transfer tape to block where the acrylic paint goes, because I want him to be a very stone look, and then I want to have a beautiful sky in the background. And if I can manage it, like a 3D print of like some columns and maybe like some old school architecture in the background, and then paint that, and then finally airbrushing David in and giving him some really awesome colors. But with that, we're going to talk about the colors real quick. Titanium white. I have a gray. I mixed white to the gray and got this gray color here, and silver. I have 2 5.5 ounce cups that we're going to layer. I'm going to do a flip cup, dump it out over this, mist this argan oil of Morocco, create cells. Hopefully we have a really cool stone look. That is what I'm going for. So with that long introduction, how you guys doing today? I hope everybody's doing amazing. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I've been stalling on doing this pour for a while now. Quite intimidated by this. And you know why I'm intimidated? Because I'm putting too many expectations that it's gonna be great. And I need to drop the expectations and just go with the flow, you guys. I think we've all done that before. I just spilled gray all over my hands. Yep. Pretty cool. All right. Now I'm going to try to keep this palette very light. I don't want it to be super dark. I want it to kind of look like stone. So that's what we're going for. I'll put a little silver in there. Like marble veining, hopefully. I was thinking of mixing up a little bit of unbleached titanium too. Because if you've seen that color, oh my goodness, that looks really good. I just didn't grab any, so that's on me. All right, a little bit of gray. I think we're gonna have to use more whites to lighten this thing up before it gets too dark, because already it's looking pretty dark. I'm gonna let this white just churn. And I guess if it's got a little bit of dark striations in it, that's not a big deal. Let this gray churn through the white, maybe lighten it up a little bit, and create a gradient. And I don't really want the silver to churn. I'm hoping the silver makes bands of color. A little bit of gray. The mixed gray, not the gray. This is actually gray. Very dark. But yeah, I'm doing good over here, guys. I'm enjoying it over here. Phoenix is awesome. I'm actually just super nervous for this pour, you guys. I don't know why. I have unrealistic expectations that everything's going to be perfect, and I need to stop. Have any of you ever done that before? When you start a project and you're like, ugh. I even dreamed of this pour last night, so yeah, it's been on my mind for sure. All right, so the cups are almost full. I'm seeing a lot of really deep dark colors. Maybe more white, eh? Yeah, we'll just use up the rest of this white. And then churn this lighter gray through the white. And there they are. Don't really need any more paint than that. If I need more white, I have a bottle that's mixed up over there, and I can get it to help these colors flow a little bit. But I'm thinking here and here, probably. Like those two spots is probably where I want the cups. Wow, that was a J-Mo splat. And that one was very splat too. Oh man, guys, it looks super dark. Oh no. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what comes out of it. All right, let's flip them. Okay, now see, I can deal with something like that. That was the white I put on the bottom. And all right, yeah, no, okay, I can use that. Definitely. All right, just letting all the remaining paint kind of run out of that cup. And then we're gonna tilt. I'm gonna tilt it up to this point and anchor it along this border. I'm hoping the Cry-Cut tape, it shouldn't bleed. I haven't really experimented with it to see if it'll bleed or not, but hopefully it won't. All right, just taking it up over the cutout. And then we can stretch it down. Let's see if I can get it to come down. Yeah, there's a lot of lighter colors opening up, so I'm very happy for that. I'm trying to not let much of, if any, run off yet. Looks pretty so far though. All right, I think I'm gonna take it all the way off that corner because there's a lot of dark colors right there. So I'm okay if I lose a little bit of that. Because I do want it to look like stone, I don't really want it to be super dark. Got some really cool line work going on throughout, which that's really cool. I mean, if it comes out good enough, I might not even use the spray. Let me prop that on a cup and use some of this lighter gray just to help it flow. Yeah, we got some really cool lines going on right now. I'm very happy with this thing. We're almost completely covered where we want to be covered. All right, and now I'll bring a little bit back. I love that jagged line right there. And then all this looks really cool. Wow. Yeah, you guys, this is awesome. Really, really cool. All right. Uh-oh, what happened to the cup? Oh, nothing happened to the cup. All right. So I'm gonna let this set for about 15 minutes. I actually don't think I'm gonna spray the oil on it. I really love what it looks like right now. So I'm gonna give it about 15 minutes, scraping the edges, and then around 15 minutes, it's gonna set to the point where I can remove this cutout and the paint will not shift off and continue to push off, all right? But we'll be back when this is dry and the stencil is removed. All right, so stencil is off, work is dry. Got two different alcohol inks that we're gonna try to work into the sky. It's a turquoise from Ranger and a sailboat blue from Ranger. The idea is I just wanna lay some inks out and just move them with my finger and rubbing alcohol, and I wanna see what kind of texture that gives us, and then we can move on from there. I'll try this sailboat blue because I haven't used this one yet. All right. Well, that was kind of satisfying, actually. And then let's put a little bit of alcohol on it. And it's probably going to be more than just a little bit, because we got to keep this stuff wet and activated. Oh, wow, that's cool. So I am trying to keep the alcohol away from the edge of the paint for now, because I'm pretty sure that rubbing alcohol won't do very good stuff to the paint. I think it might hurt it. So I'm trying to keep it away if I can. All right. So I'm just gonna blend this with my finger here. We're just basically pushing it around. Just to see what it does, because I don't want any harsh lines. There, we got some on Mr. David. But if we wipe it off right away, it seems to be all right. All right, so yeah, all right. Yeah, some nice wispy bits. That's what we're going for here. Just a little bit of color. This is actually working out really well. This is better than I thought it was gonna work out. So let's just bring some of that down there. It's pretty cool. It makes some little cell effects sometimes. So I'm very excited to learn more about alcohol inks so that I can, you know, learn a bunch of the like tips and tricks that make this stuff really cool. I'm leaving just a slight border around the David, because I will take a brush to get into those fine little areas so I don't risk getting it on him. It's kind of interesting how it's not very difficult to create something that looks pretty sky-like, because it does actually. It has a very light and feathery look to it. Yeah, that's super dope. All right. So I don't really need the glove anymore. Let me put a little alcohol in this cup. And get some alcohol on the brush. And we'll just inch the blue towards the David. Yeah, it's awesome how you can reactivate it like that. Let me keep a paper towel at the ready for moments like that. Nothing really bad has happened yet, but I'm just going to anticipate that I might get some blue on him. Yeah, that's cool. All right. Well, let me speed through this because this is going to take a while. I'm going to keep working this until I get to a stage where I'm happy. So I'm finally happy with this abstract sky here. And I think we are ready to move on. Looks so cool. All right, you guys, so got the stencil on. My lack of planning, I actually had to put, this took forever. I had to take some transfer tape from the Cricut and kind of build this stencil down. I'm really hoping this transfer tape will even be able to be removed. I'm not sure, so I already took a lot of risks with this thing. So I have some opaque white in the airbrush right now, and I'm gonna go through and outline, just put a nice little white over everything, and then we'll decide if I want a black. I'm gonna see how it looks first. And then, of course, I'm going to color this. I want to do some shading so it looks more three-dimensional, but yeah. I just spent quite a while doing stuff I'd rather not do. So let's get that white down. I honestly don't know. I might have to do a black for the lines and the facial features. But right now I just want to put a little mist down, not too much paint. Just want to lighten these areas up so they accept color better. But I'm going to speed through this because this is really not going to be fun to watch at all. So I'll see you when the white is down. Getting some really interesting effects with the white. In some spots, it's cracking, that's cool, awesome actually. It's a really cool effect that I wasn't expecting, but it is very helpful. So thank you, Airbrush lords or gods of airbrushes or whatever. Yeah, that's awesome. So I do know I want to put a coat of resin on this. Does anybody know if I need to put like some kind of barrier coat between the alcohol inks and resin? That's probably something I'm going to have to look up, because I feel like it should be okay, but then again, I don't really know exactly what I'm doing with them, so. Whew. Okay, guys. So we have, I'm pretty certain, completed this with the stencil. I want to remove this stencil and I want to add some shading on his jawline and possibly a little bit of shading in areas I feel like it could be, you know, useful to bring some depth into this piece. So let's start the process of removing this stencil and pray that nothing bad happened underneath. Oh yeah, and also pray that that Cricut tape can even be removed, because that would be heartbreaking if I could not get that off. So Well, I mean, I guess it's gonna tear, which is fine as long as it gets off. So I can peel little tiny pieces. So the tape actually did really good at stopping any paint from getting through. But yeah, we will see. True test. Oof. Please come off. Or yeah, we can do that too. I need my tool. Okay, that didn't come off because it was the top layer. No. Oh, all right. Let's just peel away at it. Yeah, so next time I do something of this nature, I will definitely plan ahead and not have the stencil in a bad spot to where it causes me mental suffering. Because each one of these little lines I was trying to, as best as I could, cut out so that it looked somewhat natural. Did an all right job. It could have definitely been better. And if I would have just been using the normal stencil, I wouldn't be doing anything that I'm doing right now. I did luckily use the low tack version of Cry Cut, but still, it is a pain to get it off. All right. Come here, buddy. Come here. There. All right. Well, I mean, it's working slowly but surely. And it did create some pretty interesting, I mean, it stopped the paint completely from going underneath it, which is awesome. I wonder if this will just lift. Almost. Almost. All right. Still have a little bit of tape down here. So let's see if I can remove it all. That is tape. See the grid lines in it. Crying out loud. There we go. Okay. All right. Moment of truth, you guys. Whew. And it is sticking to the acrylic pour pretty well. Come on. You can do it. Trying to just quickly get it, you know, like a Band-Aid kind of, but that isn't working so well. The Band-Aid part. There we go. Let's see. Oh my goodness. That is beautiful. And I know exactly what I can do to spruce this up. But yeah, that's gorgeous. Wow. I'm gonna take a micron marker and fill in some details so the next time you see this, it's gonna be gorgeous, you guys. So I know you guys haven't seen it yet, but I went with that micron marker and went around every shape from the stencil. It actually made it super awesome. I love this thing. There's a lot of detail in it. And just the way that the paints came out of the cup, they were even trying to help me out, because if you see the lighter gray and then the lighter gray on his face, it's almost like that's where the sun's coming from. I love it.
If you want to watch another video just like this, click the screen right now and I'll see you there.